So, with everything that's going on in the world, you know, the war in Iran, uh, you know, U.S., Israel, Pam Bundy, Christy Nome being relieved of her position, um, just all kind of shit that's going on, right? The Epstein files, who's in them, who's being protected, um, who's gonna get arrested, nobody. Um, you know, things of that nature, all the shit that's going on, right? People have really doubled down and really started to focus on being racist, um, targeting the black community, and it makes me wonder, like, who is paying these people? Because with everything that's going on, there's a lot of content. There's a lot of content out here. There's a lot of things to be talked about when it comes to the bigger picture of what's going on in America, right? Everything that's going on, right? And content creators have focused on black, right? Not the Epstein files. They talk about it, but they don't really get into it because you can't put a black face on it. So even with everything that's going on, right, with the occupation of the United States, the way that the Trumpsters did a complete 180 from his campaign and everything that he promised the people, Mr. No Wars, and basically doing everything that he said Obama was going to do. Um, his name being in the Epstein files over like 5,000 times. And, even Bill having and Hillary having to testify, um, all of these things, right? The fact that they were torturing and raping children, um, eating people, just everything that they was doing that's came to light in the files that people thought was conspiracy theories, right? That turns out to be true. The pizza parties, the hot dog parties, the fact that they were trying to push a narrative that calling someone a pedophile was a derogatory term, and they changed the name to people to map people, a minor attractive person, because they say pedophilia is I guess a mental condition or mental disorder, right? Or whatever. Some shit, right? So with everything that's going on in the world, right? All of these hot topics, people have doubled down on talking about black, and black fatigue, right? So this is how I know this is a cash grab. This is content about money. I'm pretty sure. I don't know who it is. Even though for some reason people think the black community is the biggest threat to, you know, you know what I mean? Um, but I'm pretty sure they are being paid for this content. I'm pretty sure they're being contacted and they have you know, um, hey, if you do this or you make this, we will send you this amount of money. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure because race is always a big thing, right? Especially here. And talking about black people always moves the needle here, right? Because people love to shit on the black community and talk shit about black people. And it's very, it's money in it. It's a lot of money in it. And I'm pretty sure that somebody is contacting content creators and offering them large amounts of money right? To change the narrative around everything, right? I'm telling you, because they know that the social media is the arms, right? If you want to reach the most people, right? With narratives, you do the way to do it is social media, right? And paying content creators to make content, negative content, fake content, spread lies and propaganda, right? And they'll happily do it for a check, right? People will sell out their own community, will sell out their own people, right? Shit, this is nothing new. Um, they've been doing this forever, right? They would pay one of us to kill one of us just to say it was one of us. So they pay one of us or a couple of us to talk, to spread lies, propaganda, to be negative towards their own community, just to say, look, it's not me being racist. Look at what this black person is saying, right? In my opinion, that's what I believe because that's what happened to the music, right? When they had their whole meeting because they wanted to fill up prisons and shit, movies, because they wanted to push narratives and push gangs and push drugs and violence and murder, and they wanted to push the narrative of um, single single motherhood being better than a whole family or whatever, than a nuclear family, when they wanted to push welfare and shit like that, right? When they wanted to steer you away from careers and steer you away from education, right? They wanted you to be steered more towards the streets and sports and you know um nothing of, I would say, nothing that builds a community, right? Yeah, shit like that, right? So I'm pretty sure I've been saying this for a long time because it's true. There's money in it. So with everything that's going on in the world, you can make the most money right now off of your content by talking about black, shitting on black. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I mean, forget the borders and forget ICE out here killing people and arresting Americans. Forget all about that. Forget about the whole Trumpster and his whole administration that's just completely going flaming right now. Right? It's on fire. It's going out. It's going outside. Forget the fact that everything he promised when he was running is the complete opposite of everything that he's doing. Right? Okay, so he's what's the bill saying? Oh, the NASDAQ is, well, not anymore. You feel me? The borders are stronger than ever. Okay? But now we're involved in the war, and he don't bomb what, 7 countries since he's been, like, he's like a year in. He's already done bombed like 7 countries. Woo, man! And it's crazy because they've been trying to get us to go to war with Iran for about what, 30, 40 years. And out of all the presidents, he's the one. He's the one. He's the one that talked the most shit from the sidelines. And when it was his time to get in the game, he folded like a cheap tent, like a lawn chair, like an envelope. You feel me? That just shows you, man. Those that do the most boasting and all this tough talk, they're really not as tough as they appear to be, right? He comes off as a bully, you know what I mean? And it looks like he's been getting bullied his whole presidency. You feel me? This whole second term, he seems to be getting pushed around, right? By BB, by the Adelsons, or however you pronounce that shit, right? By everybody around him. I guess they just showering him with gifts and money. And, and he's like a bitch and just can't turn it down. You feel me? They making it rain on him like a free coat. You feel me? And he just giddy like a schoolgirl. Right? So whatever they want, he's gonna do it. Right? Shit. Make your knees touch your elbows. And that's him. Free coat twerking. Oh, right? Losing all his supporters. You feel me? The whole MAGA movement going down the drain. Here they arguing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Some of the ones that was championing the movement for the past 12 years, 12 years or whatever, I don't fucking know. Right? And they arguing with each other. You feel me? They turning on the Trumpster because they see that, hey, who the fuck is this guy? This is not the guy. He's not the guy that I thought he was. He's worse than Joe Biden. And Joe Biden was declining mentally. You feel me? So that says something. But yeah, so we're at a war. And it doesn't seem to be coming to a halt anytime soon. And yeah, and the Trumpsters are looking all stupid. And America First is looking all in the backgroundy. So yeah, and his whole administration is just falling apart. You feel me? Shit crazy, man. You know what I mean? I mean, it looked like it was, and now it's looking like, but maybe it just looked like that compared to what Kamala and them and Joe Biden had going on. And so that means that administration was so terrible that it made this administration look like world beaters. You feel me? And then now you're looking at them like they're pretty much the same. Crazy. And then I'm looking at RFK and I'm like, bro, what the fuck happened to you? Besides the fact that you can't keep your fucking pants on, so now you're being blackmailed. So now you're letting Bill Gates put in our foods and shit. Like, bro, we people was happy when you got put on because we thought, yeah, he's been doing all this talking for years and years and years. Now he's in position to do something, but he can't do anything because he's scared he's gonna get exposed because he couldn't keep his fucking pants on. Nobody give a fuck about that, man. You gotta stand on something, bro. Listen, if you're gonna do something, knowing the position you hold, knowing the position you in, knowing you got all these eyes on you, hey, if you do it and then you get caught, it is what it is. You feel me? Have some fucking nuts, man. Nobody don't got no nuts. That's what it is, man. No nuts, no glory. You feel me? Everybody's sack empty. You feel me? If you're doing something and you get caught, it is what it is. I'm still gonna do my job. You're not gonna hold what I do over my head. But everybody not built that way. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, when it comes to the Trumpster, I guess the Epstein files, the closer and closer and closer we got to those coming out, the more he became a different person. Well, he's been the same person, I guess. He's different from what he portrayed to the American public, right? What he portrayed to the world. You know what I mean? A no nonsense guy who, You know what I mean? Who had stood on principle, and stood on business. And then you see that, you know what I mean? He's an actor and a puppet. And it is what it is. You know what I mean? So, what do you expect? So, in times of war and times of collapse, times of confusion, in times of all this bullshit, we're gonna pay creators to make it about race and talk about black people. Oh, because from what you see about this country, capitalism, just what you know, people can't turn down the money. And that's why all of our politicians are on and run by APAC, can't turn down the money. That's why everybody has to fly overseas and smooch the wall and have a sit down and be told how and what is acceptable, right? And this is why you have senators or whoever the fuck going everywhere telling people that it's biblical. This is your duty as a Christian. It's a sad state of affairs when you think about it. Man, listen, man. And then hey, man, all this shit crazy, man. This shit crazy. All this shit crazy. This shit crazy because you can kind of see it coming, but then not like this, I guess. You feel me? Because I guess that just shows you that the Biden administration was so bad, that the Democrats fucked up so bad that people thought that this was it. This was the one. You feel me? This was the one. When he was just picking up, he'd be like, this was the one. You feel me? Shit, fool me. But I was never a fan of Biden. You feel me? Ever. You feel me? I was perplexed and confused when Obama picked him. Like, what the fuck is you doing? Right? Confused. Like, what the fuck? You feel me? The fact that he was so close with the Clintons and shit, especially Hillary, terrible Hillary. Like, what the fuck? You feel me? But I don't know. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Shit crazy, man. Shit crazy. It's the money. Nobody can say no to the money. You know, everybody twerking. You feel me? The Senate, this whole administration, and just Congress and in general, all of our elected officials in general. You feel me? They prostitutes. They prostitutes. All of them. Whores.